Hello there. You're now about to watch and hear about inventions which played an important part in my life in the past. The first one is sliced bread. Now, lots of people might not consider that an invention, but certainly if you had a mother like mine, who every time she wielded the knife, it was a sheer lottery, an absolute lottery. You could end up with a slice of bread which would be as thick as the Encyclopedia Britannica, and the next slice could be as thin as one of those microsheaths that you see in museums and various places and in libraries. The next one is a safety pin. Now, the reason why the safety pin became involved in my life is that going way back in time, when belts were not a common item to keep trousers up, men used to wear braces, and we had a series of buttons around the trousers, and the eyelet of the brace would go through the button, and bingo, your trousers would be held up. But there were lots of occasions, just as you were about to dash off out somewhere, you would discover that a button was missing from your trousers, or maybe two, in which case you were in dead stook. So, safety pin to the rescue. What you used to do was you used to put the place's safety pin in the band on the trousers, and then hook the eyelet of the braces through the safety pin, and that was great. Took about 10 seconds to do. Another one was a gas mantle. Now, going way back in time, once again, we used to have gas as a method of cooking and lighting our apartment, and the gas mantle is quite incredible. I never knew who made them or who invented them, but they were a very important part. I mean, how anybody could sit down and work out that if you placed a mantle over gas, then it would produce light. I think it may be something to do with lime. I'm not perfectly sure on this, but no doubt somebody knows. But one of the things that we used to do as kids was we used to get a taper and light the taper from the gas mantle, which we then carry towards the gas cooker to ignite the gas cooker. Unfortunately, there was many occasions when we would pierce the gas mantle with the taper and then get a clip round the ear from your mum or your dad because it was similar to breaking a light bulb. The only snag was that we were all relatively poor in those days, and we didn't necessarily carry spare gas mantle. So you could be end up in the unfortunate position where you've got to search desperately for candles to have any form of light at all. Cat's Eyes by Percy Shaw, who, if we're to believe television, discovered or invented cat's eyes as he was staggering back from his local pub somewhere in Yorkshire on a dark and windy evening, and saw cat's eyes and said, "Ah, that's it, we're going to have cat's eyes." But what a wonderful invention. Unfortunately for me, my story relating to cat's eyes was in my old days on motorbikes. I was driving along, or riding along I should say, and it was just about that time when different coloured cat's eyes were introduced, red and greens. Now, I had never encountered them before, and suddenly there was road repairs and there were those fancy coloured cat's eyes. Unfortunately, I took the wrong path and ended up in a ditch. Now, the sad news, or the further sad news, was that on the back of my bike at that time, I had just been to a farm and collected a dozen eggs, and you can understand or you can believe what happened there. Everyone was broken. Anyway, cat's eyes, a wonderful invention. Finally, we come to the creme de la creme of inventions. The jewel in the crown, call it what you like, but I call it simply the remote control. The most wonderful invention. You don't need to stretch a muscle, you don't need to get up off your backside, you don't need to do anything. So when you're sitting watching television or you're sitting watching YouTube and you see some crap like this, all you do is produce the remote control and zap.